Nonsensical babbling on this November 4th of 2020.
The day after Election Day, and we're still fucking counting. Man, I love mail-in ballots.
I'm always counting. I mean, someone asked me how many cells are in my hand, and I'm still working on it.
Well, yeah, that. Just...
I don't know, I just kind of want the results to come out so that way, we can just move on with our lives.
Uh-huh.
You know.
And I could know how hard the nationally sponsored lockdowns are going to be.
I don't know why, but nationally sponsored can't... I just think about we want to take a moment from this national lockdown to thank our sponsor, Squarespace.
To thank our sponsor, Amazon. Amazon actually sponsors it because they're making money off of people not going to the store.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon really didn't take too much of a hit in all this.
Yes,
except maybe at the warehouse level.
Yes. Well, they didn't take a hit there either. They had to hire less people because, restrictions.
Yeah, but the people that... I imagine that there were people who,
The workers themselves, they were already suffering before this. And now they're understaffed. Still.
Yikes. Jeff Bezos back at it again. Back at it again, just absolutely being a beta male.
100 billionaire.
That's just so ridiculous. I hear that someone is, I hear that someone is a millionaire and I think, okay, millions. But, a billionaire... Does anyone need to be a billionaire? Does anyone need to have billions of dollars? They will never spend that much money.
Yeah, not even if we tax, 90% of it.
I mean, they would have to charitably donate most of it. And with, Jeff Bezos,
Jeff doesn't donate shit. He's still...
No, I'm saying that, even if he did decide to donate it to, the Let's Make Children Cry organization, his favorite, or, the Bring Back Child Labor Institution, it would, he'd get it back in a matter of days. And that's just dang, it just sucks.
Bill Gates, he does, he donates 80%. But he still ends up a billionaire after the end of it.
I mean, he literally gets I think he gets thousands of dollars every minute. Yeah. Without even doing anything. The man probably just sits at his retirement home, eating lumpy pudding and
retirement home. The man sits in a property full of mansions.
Okay, I'll correct that.
Plural.
He could sit at a retirement home and do nothing. And he'd still make that money.
Moldy pudding.
I said lumpy.
Lumpy, moldy.
The lumps are from medicine.
He's still only 30-something years old. The man's a legend in the making. And his ex-wife, second richest person in the world.
Bill Gates is not...
Wrong person.
Whom? Oh, Bezo boy?
Yes.
Benzo peroxide.
Benzene.
Benzene.
His name is Benzene.
I don't know, it's just great,
Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, he's the only thing
Jeff the Killer of strip malls.
Perhaps.
No, I'm just kidding. Of malls. Not the strip kind, because they have, food places. You don't order frozen yogurt on Amazon. You don't.
You're right.
You go to your local Menchie's... Wait, there's only one in the nation.
No, there are a few. It's a chain type of thing.
I see.
Or franchise type of thing?
Well, I looked up Menchie's, and then I zoomed out to see the whole United States, and I didn't see any besides the two in San Antonio.
I could have sworn there was a new one opening up nearby. I don't know. Anyway, still, it's a thing. Trust me.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because he works there.
Okay, Scott, cut that out. I don't want them knowing where I work. Please cut that out. Anyway, Randy works at the McDonald's. I just start reading off your actual address.
6921 Military Drive.
Stop.
No, wait. I didn't say a crucial thing. They won't ever know.
They will.
No, I said military, not the other one.
Alright, let's see what 6920 military drive. Now we look up and we actually find some poor soul's address.
Yeah. But I know it's not mine because there's a crucial detail that I completely omitted.
Is it the 16 numbers on the front, the 3 funny ones on the back, and the expiration date?
No, it's not the legal name on the card anyway either.
Oof. So how's it going?
Well, I'm here, so better than it was. And I don't have to clean up my garage today because my mama has a things to do.
Nice.
That's how she says it. It's funny. She's like, I got a things to do.
The one things that we forgot to do was, say hello everybody and welcome back to Tangents.
The podcast where we do pointless nonsense.
Yeah. I'm Aaron.
I'm Randy. And let's get right into it. Though it's not like we already weren't.
Yeah. I don't know, we just kind of got more and more sidetracked. We're at 6 minutes.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
in
we gotta do
6
the intro at one point.
It's at the end of the episode. I'm Aaron, and I'm Randy.
And this has been Tangent.
And then, ba-da-da-da-da-da. The exit, the outro.
And then it's just some obligatory stabbing.
I'm sorry, it needs to be this way.
It's tradition at this point.
Tradition. Oof.
Yeah.
Any games you're excited for coming out later this year?
I haven't really been paying attention that much, considering we have Breasts of the Waifu, Genshin Simp Act.
You right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect game.
Well, I don't know. It's not quite perfect, but good enough.
Yeah, it has everything it needs, is what I'm basically saying. Like, there are little nitpicks that you can do. It's only going to get 4 stars. But that's all you really need when it's free, and you could run it on the phone at 60 frames per second. Well, not mine, but on the phone.
Mm-hmm. You right.
Mine was only $300, don't judge.
Yeah.
You get the latest and greatest, the flagship phones. And you could probably run it at like 120 if you want. Not that.
Knock. I'm just knocking on your phone. Why would you do that with your new phone?
Because it has a case. See, it's safe.
Alright then. But so, you like what Motorola has to offer?
Yes, it's more than like. The speakers on... For some reason, these motherfuckers decided, alright, speakers, perfect.
Well, okay, so there's this video that Marquez Brownlee made, and big tech YouTuber. Do you know who he is?
No.
Oh. Really big tech YouTuber, makes actually really good quality content, stuff that, shouldn't be on YouTube.
Not like fucking
He films
water
with-
cooling a TA-84.
Yeah, you're right. But no, he films all of his stuff, even if it's just smartphone reviews. He films it with Red cameras.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like...
That sounds a whole lot like another channel that we know of.
Whom?
Water cooling a TI-84 calculator.
Oh, yeah, you... Nah,
They're
but,
literally a studio.
No, I mean, like, Marquez Brownlee, like, his stuff is very high quality. It's cinematic. It's very beautiful to look at. There's no dropping stuff.
Hold on, let me catch it with my foot to break the momentum.
But, where was I going with this? What were we talking about when I brought him up?
This thing.
Oh, yeah, he was breaking down, like, budget phones and how, there's kind of a formula to it. Like, what are you going to sacrifice? So, like, camera, screen, processor, RAM, all that stuff. Storage, battery life, and those are kind of, like, the 6 things. And it's a medium of deciding what you're going to spend on.
This, I don't think it does any of that. For some reason, they just decided, let's make a good-ass phone.
Also, I think you're the only person I know who has, like, the connect the dots type of, whatchamacallit?
The lock screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more fun that way. I don't have to type in a number or give the government my fingerprint.
Randy. It's unlocking a phone. It's not. It's security that that you're using this for.
Yeah, I know, but it's also fun.
I
And that's why I choose it. It's not just one of those things.
Yeah. However, I don't know. I wish I could. The only real complaint that I have with my Galaxy A50 is that I don't like how how you can access notifications. I have my PIN enabled. I just type in the number Rooney and everything, but like to access notifications, I can't just double tap on them, enter my passcode, and move on. I have to tap it, swipe to unlock, and then enter my passcode. It's just such an unnecessary step. I have to select which notification, and it's unnecessary.
Yeah, on this one you just double tap. I think it's a matter of Samsung's over engineering.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just. Did you ever run into that issue with your Samsung there?
No, because it's older.
I see.
Well, the operating system is older. Otherwise, it just won't run. Too slow.
Just refuses to run. No, I'm not doing that.
It's just like I tried loading Android 10 onto it. It's like, works on the Samsung Galaxy J2. And it's just like, Daga Kotoharu.
Oof.
But I refused.
Yeah. That's one of those things. It's just unfortunate.
I'm going to download the CPU-Z. CPU-Z.
What is that?
It's something that gives you all your phone information.
Oh, I see.
Like, you ever curious about X, Y, or Z? You just open CPU-Z. And it'll tell you.
Shoot, I guess we'll just download everything. We'll do another downloading session on this episode.
Nice. I have 8 cores. Yeah, they didn't sacrifice anything.
How long have you had that?
This?
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe a couple weeks.
I see.
Like 3, maybe.
Nice. So, like, what were the lineup of phones you were thinking about choosing from?
This. I wasn't thinking too hard about it, because it was either close to the phone that my dad passed down to me, after he cracked the shit out of it and got a replacement.
Yeah. I have 8
Big dot little. Yes. 2 clusters.
Interesting.
Suck. Oh yeah, it has ads, by the way. It's funny. Me,
So,
I got HMP 2 clusters. Big dot little.
I have the Exynos. I have no idea how that happened.
That's your board. It's their custom board.
I see. Well, as long as it isn't their processor. Because as far as I understand it, their processor kind of...
Actually, it ain't too bad. And it used to be the faster one.
Yeah, but nowadays it just isn't. The Snapdragon is just... It's just better. Better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'd mind the lock screen stuff so much if I didn't have to, if I could change it, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But I can't. Like, they have good locks. Samsung has good locks where you can change up all that sort of stuff if your phone isn't what you like, the true Android experience. But it doesn't have anything for that. It's like, no, this is how you're opening your phone, your notifications. Screw you.
It says, suck on my taint grass.
Oof.
It really is unfortunate. Oh yeah, actually, I have 1080 by 2300. I was joking about like, oh yeah, it's probably 720, but why do I need any better? Apparently, I have better. Nice. Oh yeah, I have 3.6 gigs of RAM, not megs. Love that. Or it's probably just 3 gigs because that's how RAM works. Actually, no, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's probably more like 3.5.
Yeah. But still, A50, it's a quality phone overall,
It's
like
just,
it operates. It's just the way you unlock it is annoying. The software can get a bit annoying from time to time, but,
It sounds a whole lot like Genshin. It's like a quality game overall, but there are little things.
Yeah. And they kind of add up. I like Motorola's. They're just simple.
Well,
Simple yet
this one
effective.
isn't simple exactly. It
Well-
has pain.
Well, yeah, but I mean, most of them, aside from the pen, it's just, it is simple. They're just, you use the phone, you move on with your life.
I had told my ma this one is similar to that. And she's like, how much you pay for it? And I'm like, $300. And she's like, oh, I paid $100 for that. And I said, oh, then it's nothing like it. Because the thing is, Motorola scales a whole lot better in terms of how much you pay for your phone than other brands do.
I forget what's.
No, wait, I'm just kidding. This is 1/10 of the latest and greatest.
You're right. When did or what's Motorola's current flagship?
I forgot.
Well, let's do a fun little Google search and find out.
How to root this thing?
20. Huh?
How to root this thing so I can get access to the overclocking bits.
Why? What exactly is rooting? You probably explained it, but
Well, what it is basically you, it's literally you hack your own phone.
I see. Seems like their Edge phone is where it's at.
Yeah.
And that's only 700? Dang. Like, of course, there's the plus, but for 256
It looks
gigs?
purty.
Yeah, it kind of do. Whenever this loads. 5G, even though no one needs it? Nice.
Even though using it probably exposes you to radiation.
Yeah, it's the Moto
Yeah, but that
Edge.
5G fast though. A skeleton.
Oh, okay. So they have multiple types. You got the G, didn't you?
Yeah, the G stylus.
I think the E is their budget.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
$50.
Wow. It kind of does look cheap, though.
Yeah, and go to the G.
You got the stylus, I take it?
Yes.
It's just the Moto G fast.
Moto G. Ultra fast. Ultra responsive.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard good things about their Motorola One. Dang. I like how all of Motorola's stuff comes in really low priced. You know. Like, you don't have to worry about forking out the dollars.
Yeah, I'm pretty much enjoying the full experience right now.
Yeah. It's one of those things, like, when I had my Moto E5 Cruise, I think it was, like, only things I could really complain about was just, sped and...
Amst.
Yeah, just speed and just storage. Like, if I had those two things, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have even thought about switching. I was happy in my lane. Well, okay,
It's
a
the
better
same
camera
thing
too.
here.
Yeah. And it's just unfortunate. I wish phones were modular and I could just improve them as I went, I could do whatever I pleased. Change things out for what I want.
Yeah.
I can just choose not to have storage.
I think it's you choose a lesser stored variant.
Yeah, but I like how this looks. This is it. This is literally it. It just keeps donking. But still, I like this. I like how they... I think I would be fine with like a pop-up camera because I never used the front-facing camera.
Yeah. And then when you do use it, it has dust in it and breaks.
Fun. I don't know. The one action. But I like the thing. Ooh. There's what I like to see. Ultra fast speed, ultra sharp photos.
I think they're all the same thing, but with little different things.
Yeah, I mean it's called a family of phones for a reason.
Yeah.
There's no unlocked. I hate that. That's kind of dumb. Kinda dumb. So I wonder how long it'll take us until we start talking about, what month it is.
I don't know. The triple N's, like, as far as talking about it goes, is just kind of boring.
I mean, you do have a point. And of course, we could just state where we're at with that. I'm currently in Michigan, but...
What?
Where we're at with that. I'm in Michigan. Why does it look really thin in this photo? Like, the Motorola One, just super thin looking. It's like Sony's phones.
Sony makes phones?
Yeah, they do. The Sony Xperia, it's very thin. Anyway, it's interesting stuff. I'm going to leave these up for later.
I think that's better for, like, watching a movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Like this is already good for it, but if I had if I was holding it like this,
Mm-hmm.
see, it doesn't cover the whole field. You see?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think many people hold their phone up like this close. And my phone vibrates.
Well, that's when you're watching a movie or something.
Yeah.
When there's nothing to do but to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're Linus Tac Tips.
Tactical. Linus Tactical.
No, when Linus VTAC kicks in.
Nice.
We should watch that How to Be Shingo video at the end.
Maybe.
It's so funny.
Well, yeah, but I think some folks got in trouble because they actually used Linus's content and everything, and they're just like, and Linus was like, "No, ask or else." I think we can get away with pirating a lot of things. I don't think Linus Tech Tips video should be one of those things. He water cooled that himself. Dang it. I don't know, but see, I can't like see. I swipe left. It just, there's no other way of doing this. I just want to open it up. I want to double click, and I want to open up my phone. Please. But still, it's the only real gripe that I have. You know, other than that, it's a solid phone that offers a good experience.
You know what my only gripe about the Moto G stylus is?
What?
It keeps on trying to make me use swipe gestures.
How does it do that?
It puts it in my notification rule.
Can't you just turn that off in the settings?
No, it doesn't let me.
Oh.
I've tried. I held it, and it's just like, notifications. You cannot turn this notification off.
Use swipe. Oh, you mean
else.
like... Oh, for like the navigation bar?
Yeah, it wants me to switch.
Oh, that's kind of cringe.
That's disgusting.
It's filthy. It's filthy raw.
It's a raw deal.
Raw tall. What was that expression?
Jeez, I think my favorite expression is in that JoJo meme where it's like, fuck the Japanese versus fucks the Japanese.
Plural. Plural on the wrong word.
No, it's an active verb. He is in the process of.
Randy's awkward grammar lessons. It's just, Mr. Randy, why do you keep tying this back to JoJo and its really weird innuendos?
And it's just like, you know what? It's not even JoJo that made the joke.
The joke. Jojokium. Oh, it occurred to me. I have a job now. I could potentially buy the mangoes.
Shut up, you Joe joke.
Yes, Father.
I can see you're not winning, son.
Nah, I'm just waiting until my first paycheck. Like a very diligent boy.
How often do you get paid anyway?
It should be every 2 weeks, but apparently the first paycheck takes like a month to get to my bank account. And after that, every 2 weeks I get, or each paycheck takes a month. However, since it's every 2 weeks that a paycheck is made, I guess you could say, then,
Yeah, it's like it queues up.
Yeah, every 2 weeks, I'm getting the last 2 weeks paycheck.
It's like someone's a mile away and you start shooting a semi-auto weapon at them.
I don't know how I feel about that analogy,
because
but
each individual bullet takes about 10 seconds to reach the target by themselves, but each bullet reaches the target only 1 second after the other.
Yeah.
It's called shooting people.
It's called shooting people.
Guns were made to be shot at people.
And you really do.
The lieutenant.
Have you ever come close to shooting anyone at McDaniels? McDonktown?
No. The people around there seem to be kind of... Okay, one time I did.
Really?
Yeah. He was like, hey, could I get a cookie tote? And I'm like, okay, sure. He's like, could you make them sugar cookies? I'm like, sir, we don't have sugar cookies. It's not on the menu, is it? He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't have sugar cookies?
You don't have sugar cookies, dog.
Yeah, I just don't have them. And he's like, what? What's your name? And this is where I screw up majorly. I tell him what my name.
Randy of Tangents.
Yes, I say, it's Randy. Why? And then the person who was this is like my second day on the job.
Oh.
And then the guy who's sitting there like training me on taking orders, he's like, "Oh, that's so bad. You really shouldn't have done that."
Oh.
Yeah,
Why is that exactly?
cuz they will call your manager with your name.
Oh. But I mean, if it's over something like you not having sugar cookies,
They
then-
will say some shit about how you treated them. And managers will believe it.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. I thought you said you had good managers.
Yeah, I do. But like in general, don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a rule of thumb.
I have no choice. Like, people where I work, they look at me, they see my name tag, and so long as they can actually pronounce my name right, Aaron, then, they have my name. They have my number. I'm told the store tends to believe the
The employee.
within reason, Here the employee side, here the customer side.
I have a feeling that guy was so mad that he was about to call up with this guy named Red. He shit in my goddamn oatmeal.
Oh,
Wait a sec.
you said your own name. Well, we could just fix it with
Randy.
hydrate.
This
And
guy,
go ahead and beep out
this guy
the...
Randy shit in my goddamn oatmeal.
And please beep out the GD. I don't like that word. I tried to explain this to you, young man.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just ingrained in me to cuss in these ways,
Well, I mean, it's not cussing in general. It's just that one word that I have an issue with.
Gosh darn cussing.
Yeah. Allen wrench on my desk.
I think it's called a key.
No, it's an Allen wrench.
Here, hold on. This way, it's a key, and it's also a gun. Pew pew. And this way, it's a.
Oh no,
wrench.
he's got a gun. He's got it. Yeah, but I don't know.
Put your hands up and don't say anything.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, But
And this way, it's a wrench because you have wrenching power.
Oh. But your job's still treating you well?
Yes.
No.
Well, it's not exactly treating me well. It's that I'm having fun.
What do you mean it's not treating you well?
I work the night shift, and it's more busy than it is in the daytime. And guess how many people we have?
Too many?
No, not enough.
Oh, on the working side of things.
Yes, inside the shop, there's at most 5 people at the height of the busyness.
5 people in a McDaniel's?
Yes,
Yikes. Well, I mean,
we need like 12.
at Menchie's, yeah, there's only 2 people on shift.
That's because you only need 2 people, because the people get their ice cream themselves. We make their goddamn food.
Again, the word, I'm begging. I know it's ingrained, but at least try a little.
Yeah,
It doesn't hurt to try.
it doesn't. But it just kind of slips. My mind, there is no door to shut on it.
I will get my shovel and we will fix that.
You don't dig to make a door, okay?
Listen, a shovel is a digging tool as well as an offensive weapon. I will combat that tendency.
Listen, killing me won't make me say the words that you don't like any less.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna bonk you a little bit. Penalty bonk.
Dong!
Yeah, just dunk.
You touch me with it. I'm like, oh wow, that's so cold.
It's not a hard hit, but it's a hard hit. It's not, or it's
Oh
not.
hey,
Hmm?
did you see that the new chapter of Horimiya dropped?
Oh yeah, I did. I liked it. Good content.
Mm-hmm. 10 years later.
Me?
What?
Wait, no. Go back. I missed it. Just tapping the unwind button. Go back.
Fuck, go back!
I know. However, it was kind of unexpected.
I have a feeling that it's gonna come back, cause you know how Komi-san sometimes does a Komi-kun, little brother.
Oh yeah.
Komi-kun wa komyusho desu.
nice. Also, it occurred to me listening to the past few episodes of the podcast, I was wondering, like, aside from, like, the obvious just natural air, going by, what else is my mic picking up? What else is the mic picking up? And it occurred to me, oh yeah, I'm an idiot, it's picking up the PC. But however, that really shouldn't be an issue this time since my PC is at least a foot away.
Hold on. It's like 3.
I used to be 3 feet tall. Do you want to just find someone who is 3 feet tall, put them there? That's about 3 feet.
Can't remember his name, but I find that one midget comedian.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
No, he's the famous one who goes on Comedy Central.
I don't watch Comedy Central.
Mm. What a shame.
Listen, I don't watch TV. It's been actual years since I've sat down and properly watched a TV show that wasn't an anime.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us.
Like, literal years. This is kind of sad now that I think on it. Anime is what I wanted.
Yeah. You know what? I tried watching Voltron.
Which one, the new one or the old one?
The new one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably why it didn't work.
You sound so just disheartened. It's probably why it didn't work.
Actually, I think I got through the first season. And, like, I think because this was a point in my life where I wasn't so judgmental of things, I was just, I was ready for the next season. I was like, all right, let's go. Let me see more of the cool shit.
Yeah.
Same thing I thought of Sword Art Online. Oh, God. I want to go back and bonk myself for thinking like that.
Well, it was
for not paying attention.
It was a necessary step in developing your, better taste in anime. We can view it that way,
We can, although, I go back to it, and I can't help but remember why I liked it, because some of the things in there were actually fucking cool. It's kind of like watching a... kind of like how Jotaro ended up in the manhole that Dio was planning to crawl into. And he's like, sorry, this place is taken. I couldn't help but laugh there because it was just so badass.
I know.
It just wasn't real at that point. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just like main character Jesus Kun and freaking Sword Art Online cutting bullets out of the air with the lightsaber. I mean, to be fair, it's technically possible. The game does let you do it because it lets you know where the bullets are going to come from.
It's one of those things. The more I hear about Sword Art Online, it's like I don't want to watch it, but I don't know. It just sounds kind of wacky. It's like, how does anyone get into this?
Because it's their first anime.
Yeah.
Cries.
I think my first anime was my first manga was Full Metal Alchemist. My first anime, I kind of forget. Probably a Gundam one.
Yeah.
However, that was still in my phase of, anime's weird.
What's this?
It's for virgins, even though I didn't really care about that. Oh my gosh, you want to watch anime? That's for virgins. And then, I kind of watched some and I'm like, this is kind of good.
Am I a virgin? Yes.
It's kind of tasty. No! Just sultry voice going into the mic. That plot twist, it just didn't pick that up.
No, I saw it pick it up.
You hit... I don't know. Go on again.
It's kind of delicioso. I wonder how many people in the crowd speak enough Spanish to understand what I said.
Stay thirsty, my friends. I loved that, advertising. Stay thirsty, my friends. Just dude, I'm, dying here. I am in the Saharan desert. I need water. I am always staying thirsty.
Lamter.
I am constantly thirsty. Hey, that should be the No Nut November slogan. Just stay thirsty, my friends.
I like how that's just a thing we do now. Just don't diddle your pickle for a month.
Don't relish in self-defeat. Please don't beat your meat.
Don't nut ever.
Yeah. Never Nut November. Don't even think about it.
Don't.
What are you rubbing your legs for?
I don't know.
Well, that's being picked up on the thing. Great, shuffle time.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
Oof. Man. I keep I in general, I do enjoy my work, especially like the cleaning parts of it. Those are really nice because I don't have to deal with people. I can just I can scrub the counters. I can I can be a good noodle and do some above and beyond tasks to make management give me a golden star already.
They're like, congratulations, you're a shift lead. You're like, what? They're like,
Nah.
no one else fucking cleans anything.
Nah, that's not actually the case. People like their jobs there. Or at the very least, they tolerate their jobs, as far as I can understand. Regardless, so the only issue I have is this week is because, the deal. Because it's usually a deal that's just restricted from 9 to 11, but for some reason this week or I think it might be the anniversary of the shop's establishment, but for some reason this week we're having it all day, and I hate it. I still have 2 more shifts of this. I don't like it. I just want to go back to my cleaning, to my, not being cussed at over yogurt measurements.
That actually, tell that story.
Yeah, I was just, I was being a good noodle, like, about 2:30 yesterday or so, things really started to get swamped. Like, people started to come in, or to preface, there's a deal going on to where, you pick 1 to 2 options and both are $5.55 for yogurt, and usually that option is restricted to 9 until we close at 11. However, this week it's all day, every day. And yeah, one dude just kind of took issue with it, because option 2, you don't fill it up all the way and you get 5 toppings. Should be simple in theory, but yeah, the dude was like starting to complain and throw a fit about it, and he started cussing at me, and I'm just like, like, obviously I'm an anxious boy. I'm just like, am I going to die here? Is this man in front of me actually going to get physical? And the thing that just kills me, he drops the F-bomb and everything, and he has children there. His kids are literally present. And, like, he's constantly just mean and just ticked off the entire time. And it's like, dude, it's yogurt. And even worse, like, his wife was with him. I expected maybe, like, a bit of, like, I'm sorry that happened. That's not appropriate to you or anything. But because, sometimes those sort of things happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes the wife cleans up. No. She was with him. She kind of had that, like, haughty-taughty kind of attitude, like, like...
And they were married for eternity.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no wonder you two got married.
Fucking bitch nuggets. Karen and Kevin sitting in a tree. Kussing.
Cussing. Cussing. You gotta, like, enunciate that cuss.
The cuss. I like how I almost just spelt out the original word. I forgot to change the K to a C.
But still, I was just kind of dying inside, and, I died a bit more because it's like, I hope you don't come back.
Never come here again.
Even better, I hope your wife leaves you.
I hope your wife takes the kids, the house, and the car.
Man, well, I mean, maybe not that severe, but it was so unnecessary. I'm just a boy. I am literally just the cashier, sir. Do you understand that? Look me in the eye. Just look at me in the eye, sir.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
That would just hurt, because, like, he had too many toppings for one of them, and by that point, I'm already just kind of, like, losing my mind, because, I not anticipate confrontation or, being cussed at over Froyo. And, like, straight up, I'm holding out the, ones that he might need to put back, choose one of them and put the other 2 back. And, like, my hands were shaking and just kind of seemed like it genuinely annoyed at the fact that, he'd rattled me that badly. Just sees my shaking hands. The nerve of some people. I had to check Yelp reviews and see if he's the type of person to...
He is. No,
yeah.
don't even wonder. He is.
So it's only a matter of time and figuring out which site he used?
It's not a matter of time. He wrote on all of them.
Oof. Well, not much I can do about it.
Yeah, Yeah, it's not exactly your fault. Manager's probably gonna see it and be like, "Bro, you were an asshole."
Oh no.
In those words, they're not going to be nice about it because he wasn't nice about it.
You right. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow nor Sunday shift. It's like, I don't wanna.
Well, I usually don't look forward to the first day of work because it takes some getting used to, as far as being back in the swing of the work thing.
Mm-hmm. Wait, just the first day of work in general, or?
The first day of my, constant 4-day slugfest.
Slugfest.
Yeah, because every week I work 4 consecutive days.
Well, I mean, you gotta get the money somehow.
Yes.
Momney.
Mumdy.
But yeah, we both are just out here making the money. It is, aside from occasional customer cuckingness, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, you haven't been on the job that long,
Yeah,
and someone already cussed you out to hell and back.
Better now than later, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I have a feeling that's going to happen again. Considering the area is kind of like an apex. It's in between the highway, the Heb, and the other places.
Well, I'm talking about in terms of, better it happen now, so that way, while I'm still learning and everything, so that way I can just kind of learn to let it get to me less, rather than down the line after I've really started to hit my rhythm and, so that way basically something like that doesn't completely knock me down. Doesn't send me into panic mode.
Yeah.
I yawn.
Straight. Well, gotta work tomorrow, and then 3 days after that. No matter how much mess I might talk about it, I probably will never get tired of this job. I'll probably quit it to find something even better, but,
Well, I don't imagine that'll be anytime soon, will it?
Nah.
I mean, if you did find somewhere else to work, where would it be?
Probably somewhere closer. Not another McDaniels, because, I don't want to work at the same, I don't want to work at another McDaniels, except not with the managers I have, Because right now, they're all forces of nature.
What does that mean?
It means they move like the wind and, a river. Things like that. I can compare them to that because that's how they move. It's kind of crazy watching them. I just feel kind of inferior.
Do you know how long they've been working there?
The one who most recently became a manager, a year.
I see.
Yeah.
So he's the Mick manager?
She.
Oh, she's the Mick manager. Forgive me.
Yeah, well, usually we have up to 2 at a time.
Like on shift? Or
Yes.
on deck?
Yes.
I see.
See, we have 1 in the grill area and 1 managing the rest.
Oh. Is the grill area that strenuous that it needs a whole manager?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have a whole manager.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the performance of the restaurant hinges on it.
Do you think you could ever see yourself becoming a manager?
No.
I see.
I don't have a multitasking bone.
That's understandable.
I think I broke it when I was really little. When I bonked my head hard enough to send me to the hospital.
Oh.
For 2 weeks. For 2 weeks.
Twix.
No, I was trying to do the thing where it's like a Scottish man trying to fix his roof. It's just like, oh, don't... Is like his friend's like, oh, don't put your weight there. It's bloody thin. It's gonna fall. You're gonna fall.
Where am I supposed to put my weight? I can't
Where
put
the
my...
fuck am I supposed to put my weight?
Hold on a minute. Let me put it. Let me pull that up that video.
Well, then where the fuck am I supposed to put my weight?
I think it's just called just don't put too much weight on the roof.
Harry the Scottish man took.
Fuck off! Your fucking phone, my fucking face. I think you've gone a bit all wrong. No, because Because if you take a tumble, you're taking a heater, you're taking a heater doing it.
Guys, you struggle.
Try and get both your feet into the flashing and tiptoe down the flashing. If you can stand up
On the flashing?
on the flashing and hold on to the gutter till you turn, and then as you turn, your foot will hit the metal pin. You what, Andrew? He was going to D there, Andrew. It was going to D.
No idea what that means.
Right, don't put too much weight on it, right?
Where the fuck am I meant to put my weight? Wait, I can't put my weight in the roof, it's dead fun. I can't hold on to the bed. What am I meant to do with it? Oh, here Andrew, hold it for 5 minutes. You fucking wank stain. Don't shift your weight up. What the fuck are you talking about? I can't put my weight on the fucking the roof. I can't put my weight in the gutter. Where's it meant to go? No, man, I can't just fucking move it.
Oh.
You fucking want. That's how agitated I'm getting now. You really fucking agitated me.
It was you that wanted to go up, Dick.
I'm just going to let myself drop, right? I'm going to hold on to this side bit. And hopefully I'm far enough down that I can just grab that.
I just love that. His fossil Harry's still on the roof. I love that. Good content.
No, the Biden's teleprompter team just face palming.
Where the fuck am I meant to put away? I can't even put it on the roof of that, then I can't even move it over the where's it supposed to go? I swear, like, he just stopped speaking at one point. He stopped speaking actual English.
I can't put it on the roof because it's dead then. I can't put it in the gutter. Where the fuck is it supposed to go?
Yes, that, but less syllables.
Yes.
And that's the best part, is just less syllables.
Yeah. Beautiful. You're agitating me!
You really agitated. That's how much you really agitated me. I just love to just, if you tiptoe under the flashing and you put your foot under the flashing and you get your foot up onto the flashing. We just, it was gonna D there, Andrew. It was gonna D. And I have no idea what that means. I love that all the same though.
It's just such a heavy accent.
I know, it's so heavy, like I have to sit down whenever I'm watching it. The weight.
You madman. Now I have to kill you.
Nah, it's 47 minutes and you have some time.
I didn't say now. But I do have to kill you.
What if I parry?
You will not.
I will. Come
This
to the
is
end of the episode.
uninterruptible.
Hey man, a lot of the attacks that you have are uninterruptible, and yet I'm still here.
Yeah, but you didn't parry any of them. You just let your bones handle it.
Yeah, parry with my bones.
That's not a parry. That's literally me failing to break armor class.
These aren't the same bones they were before. I started working between now and the previous podcast.
That means they're weaker.
Not quite, actually.
Now, didn't the guy who cussed you out over yogurt weight break your bones?
Yes, but they grow back stronger.
They're a little bit sensitive before they finish growing back.
Yeah, I know.
This happened today.
This did not happen today.
Well, yesterday.
Now you've got a point.
Close enough.
No.
Yes.
No.
24 hours ain't that long.
I do not know why I keep yawning.
Why did I immediately think of the song called 24 Hours a Day?
Because 24 is funnier than 25.
I think that's backwards.
Not in my book. So, I saw where someone made...
Gee, Aaron, you look like someone who'd care a lot about stupid stars.
You just blowing from Stupid Town? I actually made that joke one night. I forget the alternate name that we came up with for her. I think it might have been Jessica, but yeah, Jessica and I were working, and I'm sweeping the floor and everything, and she's just like, how's it going? And I'm just look up and I just go, I just blew in from Stupid Town. What do you mean? It's great.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, he gets to work with our in real life friends. Well, I'm just sitting at McDaniel's. Just suffering and laughing all the while. I don't get it. Why am I having fun at McDaniel's?
I mean, you might be having fun because the job itself is fun. Potentially the people that work there are fun.
Well, not really. But for some reason I'm enjoying it anyway.
Who knows? Maybe it's just kind of back to the, there is effort put in and a payoff in the form of money. Because, I mean, was the job fun before you got money, or did it
It was fun before. If anything, now that I'm getting money for it, it's a little less fun.
Why is that?
Because now I'm just expecting my paycheck. I'm like, oh, okay. Next, after this work week, I'll get a paycheck. Woo! And before that it was like, all right, I'm going to go into work and kick some ass. Or die trying.
I gotcha.
Usually I die trying.
I mean, do you make that many mistakes or something?
Yes.
Oh. That's okay, I feel that.
One time I didn't call out on the intercom that there was a DoorDasher in the line. And we gave out the DoorDasher stuff to some random fucking person.
Oh.
Yeah. And we were held up for 30 minutes because of me.
Yikes. McDonald's is kind of scary.
Yeah. But they're no longer saying it's okay, he's a new McHire. Because I've already been there for more than a month.
Oh. I mean, do other people make mistakes like that?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, they make little mistakes that can be fixed with, okay, I'll just make it again.
I see.
I could not say, okay, I'll just make it again to what I did.
I mean, you could, it just wouldn't fix things. You physically could say, I'll just make it again. But that, that's not going to...
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'd do very well at McDaniel's.
Yeah.
I do not think that is an environment that I would thrive in any capacity. I need consistency to be any good at anything. Which is why this week's kind of been extremely unfortunate, because it tosses consistency out the window. And, I can only pray to the good Lord above that tomorrow is not busy in any capacity and that I'm actually sitting around waiting to find stuff to do. That's the sort of things that I hope for.
I'm only doing that for 5 minutes at a time if I'm lucky at McDaniel's, or it's just the end of my shift.
Yeah. I forget, is McDaniel's open all day? Or...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think there's an hour when it's just like closed, please don't come. Because we're changing the systems for breakfast.
About what time would that be? Or is it about the time you get off?
Starts at 3.
Oh, okay, so it's literally when you get off of work.
It's an hour after. I stayed an hour longer, just because.
What do you mean?
Well, it was mainly... What it is I stayed an hour longer, I think, because the rain wouldn't let up.
Oh, I see. And you got to see the store close, in air quotes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it is we're still running around stocking things and pulling stuff out and changing things.
Yeah. I mean, it's impressive that any McDaniel's functions at all, given how, many people just swarm to the place.
Uh-huh. It's just, it's like it's kind of like a much slower version of the first episode of SpongeBob when he has the super spatula 9000 and clears out all those sardines or whatever they were.
Oh yeah. I thought they were the nematodes. Or am I thinking of something else?
No, you're thinking of something else. The nematodes are the worms.
Oh yeah. They ate everything.
Yeah. Damn, they done took my goddamn house. Can't have shit in Bikini Bottom. They drank his whole house. That is disrespectful.
You remember that episode where Sandy just pulls up a building and there's the guy underneath in kids' clothing on a tricycle. He just goes, I can explain. And then we never got the explanation for that. I want that explanation. I want to know what he has to say for himself.
I don't think he had anything to say for himself.
Yeah, I know. It was very likely just,
That was a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
They can't hear you nodding.
Nod, 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 nod,
It
nod.
doesn't help when you put the mango kind of sound effect thing. Nod, nod.
Knock. Speaking of nodding, we were in line to get pizza the other day, you know? Drive through and all that jazz. And we see these people in front of us. I swear they were like high on multiple types of drugs, because one guy, he's just literally just wagging his head to the side randomly, like jerking around and just like in general behaving as though he is possessed by a spirit. And his girlfriend, or you know, whoever, his lady friend in the car, whoever was with him, was just kind of smoking and just kind of laughing at him. And I'm just like, why is this man behind the wheel?
I think it's his mom.
That reaction to the ah, ah, ah. Sound like a special type of seagull. Here we are talking about work.
No, it's the seagull. Nice food you have. Eat, I must.
The work episode of the podcast.
Yeah. Talking about jobs.
And why you should get a job, you lazy bum. All 6.5 of you.
You bastard bitch.
Bloody.
Bloody bastard bitch.
I love that video. It's hilarious.
Bloody bastard fuck.
I'd love to turn it into like kind of like a rhythm game like thing where like the words are floating to the top and every time they said something it's like the word was selected, you know? And like they're building up a tally on both sides. It's red for blood. I'd laugh. I love that video.
No, it's like the shade of red increases in intensity because it's like anger.
Screen starts shaking as well. It's like this video. For a month there, I thought I closed out OBS. That was scary.
Yeah,
It's like this one.
Well, are you winning, son?
Just good content. I love that.
Yeah.
Somehow your mic could not keep up with that.
You actually clipped me saying arguments.
Remember, we agreed to this, and I was like, okay, I'll send it to you. I just want to cut it down a little bit, and then I completely forgot.
And now you did it,
Better late than never.
right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think this week
I was in my room and I slammed my hand down on my desk and it hurt.
I mean, you did it so many times that your dogs came in. It was like, what in the actual world are you doing?
I'm like, oh, here, watch this.
Are you winning, son?
Oh, man.
I'd probably hate myself if I actually banged on your desk like that because I deal it damage.
Yeah.
Because the tables in my room, they're like, I don't know, yay thick.
Oh.
Nah, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Well, actually, the table itself is fairly thin, but like it has like support structures that like make
Oh,
it equivalent to a desk about this thick, and the actual material is super like solid.
It's like oak.
It's not really a wood. I think it's kind of like a particle board, you know?
Lifesaver.
Ah, yes, my lifesavers.
Hey, man, I'm a good guest or host. I mean, I say that one word.
This is my house now.
This house is mine.
No, it's like you told me back in high school. Like you apply for a job, right? And you go into your interview, and they're like, so, what makes you qualified for this job? And then suddenly, their entire world is flipped around. They've applied for this job. They're at the interview, and you're like, I don't know. What makes you qualified for this job?
No. It was in the part where it's asking, do you have any questions for me? Yes. What makes you think you're qualified for this job? And then, bam, that's when the power move happened. And they're just like, this doesn't make any sense. What would make sense? I mean, I need to know why you think you're qualified. No, but I work here. Sir, I don't think it's good to be presumptuous this early in the interviewing process. And I'm afraid that if you don't calm down, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And he just starts screaming.
They took their jobs.
He literally traded jobs. Oh, really? What job do you have now? Unemployment.
Student.
Student. Gaxe des.
Mm-hmm. When weeb. Not even a weeb at this point. This man actually knows Nihonganese.
I do not know. I am learning. That is the key thing here. I have barely gotten onto kanji. And I am suffering.
Hey, it's impressive that you know something.
Yeah, I mean, I can read.
Trace.
Barely.
I never learned how to read. That's
I never
me.
learned how to read.
That's me in Japanese. Because I'm learning a little something called Weebanese.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of I never learned how to read, what is it with Nintendo and always having like a dark version of their characters? Or just kind of like companies in general. Like we have Shadow Mario and Sunshine, and we have Dark Sonic or Shadow Sonic, I think it is.
No, it's Metal Sonic.
Alright, I'm not exactly up to date with
It's the robot
Sonic.
Sonic. No, that's been a thing ever since the first game. You fight Metal Sonic.
Oh. But still, you get what I'm saying.
Wait a sec. No. That was introduced in Sonic CD. I remember fighting his stupid ass. It was so difficult.
Yeah, I don't... I hate to break it to you on episode 16 of the podcast. I've never played a Sonic game.
It's unfortunate. You gotta change that.
I don't really see the allure to them, though. It's just a faced.
Yeah.
Faced and nothing more.
That's the whole point.
But if I want to go...
It's just fun.
If I want to go faced, I will break Super Mario Sunshine and abuse the water mechanics to zip across the map in 2.738 seconds.
You don't need to break the game to go fast. This is the point I'm trying to make.
I will boot up Super Mario Sunshine to prove a point.
You are going to break the game in order to do something that you can do for Free. That spells free in Sonic.
Is Sonic free? No, it isn't. I have to pay money for that.
No, you can just pirate it, like I do.
Yeah. How many of the Sonic... I don't think I want to go to jail for being that guy. I don't want to go to jail and get called out as the guy who pirated Sonic and got caught. Do you realize how embarrassing that is? Or would be? It's just, what are you in for? I pirated all the Sonic games. Everyone just visibly moves away from you. Just...
It's just you're put in solitary confinement because all the prisoners are too scared.
Actually, they let you do as you please because the prisoners have never behaved so well. You just ask them politely and they obey.
They scrambled to meet your demands.
Good. Still. I can't wait to play Apex Legends tonight at 10 and get back into the Battle Royale genre.
Yeah.
And-
I'd probably try playing it, but it'll run like shit.
Yeah. That's one of those things. It's not necessarily that I like Battle Royales or really want to, you know... I don't know. I just want to play a shooter game. And I want to play it on my PC.
Did you ever actually try Valorant?
A little bit, but well, I could give it more of a shot, but as I understand it, it's kind of like Overwatch, and that hurts me on a level that I'm not prepared for. Because we've talked about this, and by we I mean my therapist and I don't like Overwatch. I talked with a trained mental health professional about my issues with Overwatch, but I don't know. Is it in this one? No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, I could play it and give it a shot and everything, but
It's
that's
kind of
not
funny
right.
that Valorant's in your Steam folder when it's not a Steam game.
I just needed to put it there. It's one of those things. I mean, that was from when I had the other setup and everything, and I was just trying to put everything in nice little compartments so that way it would fit all over on this left-hand panel. However, this workflow is so much better. I like it. I love it. This is what I like to see.
Well, with me, I just kind of shove everything to that one side.
Yeah,
I just do it. I don't really care enough.
I don't want to care enough, and in reality, I don't really care enough. However, my brain says I care enough, and, you know, it's like, you're going to worry about this. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Me at work, I got to change my desktop. Where are you going? You're still on the clock, Aaron. My desktop needs rearranging.
They're like, okay, I'll log you off.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. He speaks the true words.
He is speaking the language of the gods.
Gamer words.
Like Nigeria. And nice.
And Nito Burrito. Bandito.
And honorable mention, Nit.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I like how it showed Obama for that.
Is that an actual thing?
Yes, that's an actual video.
What's resources? Oh, okay. There we are. Now I can do this. There we are. But still. I don't know, I have so many games on my computer and across my various devices, I just need to sit down and play them, but it's not necessarily that I don't have the time because I could make it. I just don't have the will. I just look at them like, wow, that's some games that I really do need to take the time to really appreciate and enjoy. Well, time for work. Is that a vibe that you resonate with?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've been getting into some mangoes.
Nice.
That's been my thing. Mangoes.
Like, komi-san wa komyusho desu.
Mm-hmm. And Kaguya-sama wa koku desu. Setai says a like 50 syllable manga name.
Not to mention Enen no Shobotai.
And what is it? Eden Zero. It's just Eden Zero. There's no Japanese equivalent.
Oof.
Because it's just the ship name in the show. The space ship name.
Okay, I was worried for a moment there. I was like, don't tell me the man actually just went, romance! Naming time!
No, of course not.
Speaking of making content and everything.
It's a brand spanking new action mango.
No, mine is not an action mango in any capacity. It's just breaking my computer. It's just this. It's just content.
Please, I don't understand. This can't be real.
Well, I mean,
It sounds like you every day.
yeah, I feel that. I live that. But still, good content here coming on along the way.
What did you do, Nathan?
A lot, actually. Find out after these messages. Welcome back to Tangents. Man.
Nathan was a very bad boy. That's what the fuck he did.
I started thinking of just Lisa and just like Lisa from Genshin Impact, and how would you just, you've been a naughty boy, and I'm just like, please, all is good. Stop being so horny.
I don't even think she's being horny.
No,
That's just
you
her
can't.
natural state.
Yes, her natural state is horny. Horny.
Horony.
Corona. The coronavirus. Horny rate drops to 0. Corona rate rises.
Yeah, I just feel like it's just how she's been since the beginning of time.
Since time immemorial. I don't know, it's just one of those things that's just like, you know, in general, she's fine. She's a good character. She has personality. She exists. A two-dimensional state, of course. But it's
just like she acts like the MILF inside the porno.
She's the MILF who brought snacks.
She's going to teach you about your body.
And how much of a naughty boy you are for missing the questions on the exam. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine? Just, you missed all these questions on the exam. You're a naughty boy. Ma'am, this is calculus.
I don't know which school you went to, but look at that. It says 100. Oh, I thought it said 1.
Ma'am? Ma'am, do you even need to be here? Ma'am, this is a high school. Yes, I know. A high school. Ron, teacher, and you're a naughty student. Ma'am, I have a perfect attendance record, and I've been awarded multiple times Best Student of the Year. Are you okay?
No,
Do I have to call security?
It just reminds me of the one like setup where this woman's like, she walks into this man's freaking house into his bathtub, and it's just like, don't worry, your lifeguard is here to save you.
And does he just go and
he's like, how did you get in my house?
I saw one where it's like that, and just, do you need a lifeguard here or something like that? And the guy's just like, this is a bathtub.
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
I love that. It's just great.
Shark, get out of the water.
Get out of the water, get out of the water. Ma'am, I'm not even in the water yet. Ma'am, this isn't even a
then he gets out of the water.
I know, I'm talking about a different skit. Just, I'm not even in the bathroom. This is a bus station.
And this scene is the public sex.
The... There's the emphasis on the. So there are many others like it, but this is the only true one. Like we're debating the different types of waifus, but there is only one. Ah.
Amber actually reads in her handbook. She's not. She pulls out the like Knights of Favonia's handbook. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, isn't the mission where she pulls out she gives a children's flying book to the traveler instead? And just, here you go. Wow, there's a really weird tale. Why'd you give me this? What do you mean? It had all the proper instructions. Why is everything on fire? Well, you see, the first story. Wrong book. And she just gets really quiet as, like, the growing cries of people from burning Mondstadt, like, reach her.
That's the city of wind and freedom. Freedom to burn.
Oh, no. Man, I want us to get to the point in terms of subscribers to where we have our own, like, highlights channel for episodes of the podcast. I would live for that.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't think we'll ever get there because we're not anime girls playing video games.
We could change that.
They always keep telling me that my waifu isn't real. Well, screw them. I'm gonna become my own waifu.
No, don't do it. Such many have walked down that path, and few have ever returned.
I'm one of those few. Dies in one strike.
No, he literally walks out the door and trips over a bug and dies.
He trips over a bug. What is this spider? Like a foot long?
No, it's a pebble-sized. It's not the like.
It's like in a Fairly Odd Parents when Timmy Turner trips over a bug. That was a running gag for one of the episodes.
Yeah, I know, it's one of my favorites. Good content. Speaking of bugs and tripping over them, though, like, it was like my second night working, and I saw just a straight up like 2.5 inch cockroach, and I was just like, wow, if you fly at me, you're dying in one strike, or I am. It was like, it's one of those things, it's like, given the choice between stopping the cockroach or jumping into oncoming traffic, it's traffic time.
Oh, that's why you grab a broom and go, yeah!
No. I had no broom. I would have had to pick up a table. I just...
No, you just pick up one of the chairs.
It wouldn't have been enough. This thing looked like it could parry. Oh no, can you imagine you swinging it with a chair, it parries and riposts. Gets that riposte and does the extra damage.
It gets you on the backswing.
Yeah, I feel like life really does just kind of have me on the backswing right now. I love that phrase though, just on the backswing.
Nah, it's a term in fencing. like in competition fencing. Because you don't get a backswing whenever you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever someone strikes you in a fencing match and gets a point, you have a chance for half a second to get them back and take away their point, even if you don't get any.
Yeah.
And in real life, when it actually does happen, it's the worst possible outcome because you either have 2 critically injured fighters or 2 dead people.
Yeah. It's one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm curious, do you think we should waste any of our time on the podcast saying who we think will realistically win, or do you think we should just move on with what we were talking about with fencing and the backswing and dying?
I don't care enough.
Alright, then.
Because it's not like it'll change. It's just like, haha, now my,
You've activated my trap card.
No, my offending neoliberal candidate has defeated the incumbent neoliberal candidate. Now surely things won't be the same as they've always been.
Here, I know what we'll do. Here, look at this. Alright then, that's all we need. There we go. We've done our token American duty of calling out the election. Now let's get back to the podcast.
We didn't call out shit, we just showed the numbers.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
It's also in true American fashion. We just showed the numbers. Because the numbers speak for themselves. Well, regardless. Do you think if I choked on a lifesaver, I could actually win the argument? You know, win a lawsuit against them for, or,
If you choked and almost died.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
No, you can't almost die by choking on a lifesaver.
It's a joke. I mean, I think it has, like, a hole in the center, so that way if you do swallow it wrong, it kind of, like, it doesn't completely block your airway.
You can still breathe.
They're
However,
just like,
if you have asthma, you're still fucked anyway, but...
hey, I am still screwed anyway. Oh yeah, have you seen? Apparently they're doing a little bit, so they're porting all the Halo games, well, except for Halo 5. It's the, it's the quite awkward kid in the class that no one likes to look at or think about. But all the other ones are coming to the Master Chief Collection, and they're flighting Halo 4. And apparently it has some visual enhancements that really just make it look kind of that really just make a 2012 game look gorgeous. Would you care for me to pull up some?
Go ahead.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just gonna X these out. Let's see if there's a comparison. Visuals. Alright, then I guess we'll just type in comparison. Wow, I wish I could read. Wait, I saw something. Huh. McFly. I hear McFly and I immediately think of, what's it called?
Marty?
Yeah, Marty McFly. Well, I guess I'm just not destined to find it. I don't know, but there's some screenshots to where it's not a complete graphical leap. However, it's enough to make it really just like it's an 8-year-old game. However, it still looks really good. Like a lot of
it aged well, is what you say.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people don't people find obvious issues with its story. The gameplay was completely was different and everything, and those are valid. However, like the graphics. Like, other than the different art style, the graphics do look good.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny because I played Reach before Halo 1.
Hey man, you're just doing that chronologically.
Yeah. And then the last scene you ever see in Halo Reach is the ship reaching the ring planet. And the first scene you see in Combat Evolved is the fucking Covenant descending upon your ship.
Yep.
And I'm like, whoa, why does this look so familiar?
Wait a second, it's because the game came before it. What the actual heck?
What?
Oh, okay, it's a comic. Instagram loves to ring-a-ding-ding that bell asking me, to follow other people who I don't actually care about, and it said, follow my darling and I'm like, I don't know you. It's kind of odd, some of the suggestions, like, I don't want these suggestions, Instagram, please stop hitting me with them. Actually, please stop hitting me in general, this is domestic abuse.
It's like, it ain't domestic because I don't know you.
Yeah, that's just assault and battery.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, a pack of AAAs.
It's a sock full of soap. It's not even a bar of soap. It's just a sock full of liquid soap.
Even better, just a couple bars of soap with batteries in them, like implanted in them. It is a literal flail. And then it's liquid soap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, can you imagine? You melt down like bars of soap, put make it to where it's like in like a circular kind of thing, then, and let it harden to where it's just this giant mass. It'd be hilarious.
You put it on. They're like, what the hell? And you're like, wait, it's just soap.
What's that weird thing in your bathroom? Oh, you mean the soap bowl. Soap? You mean like a bowl that has like a bunch of...
No.
I almost said loaves of soap, bars of soap.
You're like, no, it's a bowl made out of soap.
Come in here, look. Dude, why? Why are you and your family like this? Why do you have this?
You're just like, well, why don't we have this?
How do you even clean with that? Rub. You rub it like you're rubbing for good luck. I miss memes from last year. They were just so much fun. Like, they had a legitimate sense of, like, community about them, you know what I mean? This year it's just, hey guys, the world's, things are going downhill and the world seems like it's ending.
That's a different kind of community.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't think I want to be I don't want to be a doomer,
A doomer?
Yeah, I don't actually know what a doomer is, but it just sounds like it'd fit.
I remember last year we came up with the term coomer for people who failed triple N.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people, like, have really latched onto that. Like, that's what they call...
Coomer gang.
That's what they call people who are, like, kind of addicted to it. They're just coomers. They kind of do it, like, that's their 9 to 5. Like, they're cranking it 8, 9, up to 14 times a day. Really pushing the limits.
The kid who died from masturbating 29 times a day in
So the
one
limit is-
sitting.
So the limit is 28.
Yeah, he got to 28, and they got him on the ambulance. But in the freaking ambulance, he jacked off and coomed for the 29th time and died of a heart attack.
He literally at the top of his screen saw one more left to trigger achievement. Achievement unlocked. You absolute donkey. You stupid pillock.
You absolute madman.
No, not even. I have a feeling that anyone that actually dies by coom deserves to be mocked. Because literally, it's that. You're literally cooming. Like, good grief.
You coomed to
Get a
death.
hobby. Wait, that might just be some people's hobby.
No, it wasn't his hobby. It was his lifestyle. He went out in fashion.
No. That's not fashion.
This is fashion. Just shows Jotaro in his Part 4 outfit.
No. His Part 6 outfit.
It was so busy, though. His Part 4 outfit was simply clean.
Shoot, his Part 3 one was so much simpler. Like, no kidding, the only thing that really stood out about him was his belt.
And his chain.
Yeah, and like, that chain, like, how did that not cause him so many issues? That was
It probably did.
I mean, like, how did all the people that he's fighting, no one grabs the chain. No one, like, they all go for the hat or whatever. Take his chain. Beat him with it. Dio, you can stop time. What do you mean you can't grab his chain?
It just looks like part of his outfit. And besides, I think the stands just didn't know how to use weapons.
Well, these people can control their stands. Also, why? Why would their stands not know how to use weapons?
I think it's a matter of punching him is just faster. I don't
mean-
have to grab something.
Well, grab it, then punch him, so that way whenever you unfreeze time, he is in your grasp and you can kill him. This isn't like Diavolo where, in his 10 seconds of, King Crimson being active, he can only do things with himself. He can't touch other people.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the things. It's why he throws blood on people's eyes as an attack. Is because, and why whenever his time is drawing to an end, he prepares to attack instead of outright doing it. It's because, once that ends, or like when he's in that time, he can only affect himself. It's how he dodges bullets, how he does all that jazz. He's only messing with his own time. He's simply erasing other people's memories of that time. But hey, I don't know how King Crimson works. You're just like, shut.
No, it's fine. I just remember him donutting. Okay,
Spoilers!
yes. Watch part 5, you incel.
After parts 1 through 4.
Yes. Watch JoJo. Don't just watch part 5 or else we will beat you.
And plus, that's just the best way to experience it.
Right?
It's like history. You don't just jump to World War II because it's interesting.
You
Actually, most people probably do.
yes. But it's disgusting.
No, you gotta know what led to World War II. You gotta know what happened in World War I. You gotta know what happened when the world started. Read the Bible.
Or, listen to your world history teacher.
Listening to my world history teacher did not connect me to the Bible, Patrick. Did not connect me to the Bible, Randy.
That's not the point I was trying to make.
Yeah, I know. I was going for a joke.
Yeah, I could tell. I was shutting you down. I was Randy the joke killer.
Oh. Well, anyway, that spoiler?
Whenever I see people making a corny joke, I kill them.
Why does it sound like a reference?
Because it is.
To what?
To Pikami the joke killer.
I've not watched that much of Pikami as you seem to think I have.
Why haven't you at least watched the clips?
No, it's just more or less time again.
It's a minute long.
Send me the clip and I'll do it.
Alright.
I shall watch it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Mite o kudasai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
I think that means, look, please.
It's just please look. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Japanese is structured as a then it goes subject, object, verb. So the verb always has to come at the end. Which is why mite o kudasai kind of confuses me, because kudasai is kind of like, it's like please,
And when you say it without converting to, the backwards, it's look, please.
Well, I mean, we're mostly learning that for words like mimas, yomimas, nomimas. Like, mimas is watch, yomimas is read, and nomimas is drink. Mizo nomimas. There are other ones as well, but, it's that mas that kind of makes it a word. Or, the thing. That ring dinging, the sing minging, the ling flinging, the shing minging, the hash slinging slasher.
The hash ringing, the sash slinging.
The ringing, the dinging.
The hash slinging slasher.
Oh no.
No, blue balls.
Let me show you what it's all about.
Bruh.
I love that. Just hilarious. It's just classic content, and I have no idea why it's so funny. Like, I think it's just because it doesn't take itself seriously.
I know, right? That's what all funny anime should do.
I mean, it kind of makes fun of the fact that the Red Dead Redemption 2 characters are pretty good characters, but at the same time they can kind of be they have such a wide facial or expressions and everything. They can really be used for a lot of multi-purpose memes.
And I love how like properly it portrays Micah.
Yeah.
No, blue balls. He's always such a sourpuss, and then he's wrong about what he's bitching about.
Yeah, I just love the sauce or what was it?
Saucer loss.
No, it wasn't sauce. Oh wait, Kecker cringe, and he calls him old Johnny Boy in black lung. It's just funny.
I'm cringing, Judge. He dies because he cringed.
He's actually like contracting multiple stages of tuberculosis at once.
I'm cringing, Judge.
I've thought about replaying Red Dead Redemption 2 whenever I get my Series X eventually.
That's a lot of hours, though.
Yeah, but it's worth it. I mean, it's a good game. It didn't almost win Game of the Wars 2018 or Game of the Year 2018 for nothing.
Yeah, I love it when it almost does that. What did it lose to anyway?
I think God of War. Let me see.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense because God of War is also a good
But it was
freaking game.
As I remember, it was a retroactive kind of thing because Red Dead Redemption 2 just kept taking it out and it really just kept like beating down a lot of the things, and everyone's like, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in October. I think the Game Awards was held in like November or around December. It hadn't even been out that long.
Let's see.
There's not just a category. Here, let's click on Wikipedia. I trust it. So, Game of the Year, God of War. Why in the world was Assassin's Creed? I've looked at Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It kind of looks boring. Man.
Celeste.
Okay, I played that game, and despite the fact that I hate it, it's a good game.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World. Best ongoing game.
Oh, wait. Scroll back up. Look, best game direction. Red Dead Redemption 2 is up there. So
Yeah.
is Game of the Year.
Best narrative. Yeah, that fits.
Definitely.
Because it
And
really...
best score music.
Yeah.
And best audio design.
Best performance.
Roger Clark.
Very good. I mean, okay, you kind of got to give it to Red Dead Redemption 2 because 85% of that game is literally just crunch, 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 tap, tap, tap. They really did do it all.
Yeah.
Like, recently I tried to make a Red Dead Online character and everything to see if, to try to rekindle that fire that the original game lit into me with, and I just prefer the base game more.
Okay. One more time?
Red Dead Online. You know
see.
what that is.
Oh,
I tried to get into it, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, because, you're just trying to do something to get strong, and then you die.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just... I don't know actually how Red Dead Online turns out. I tried it for, one gaming session, I just got kind of... It was just kind of the impression that the game just wasn't... that version of it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't really interesting. Mm-hmm. I just like the original... I just like Arthur's story. I like how robust the entire thing feels. I like the subtlety of the narrative, of how, of the commentary on, kind of what it means to have, to change yourself, to reflect on the type of person that you are. All that stuff.
Yeah. You know what I think God of War won for?
What?
It's just unapologetically brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Just beating your enemies with an axe and a pair of blades.
I'm gonna cringe. Best esports, it's Overwatch.
No, that wouldn't be it.
No, blue ball.
No, blue balls. I like how Valve also made Dota.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I didn't
wait.
like it.
2018, Fortnite hadn't quite kicked off yet, had it? Like,
No.
it really picked up steam in 2019
Yeah. I don't know how it won Best Ongoing Game then.
because I think they saw, oh, a lot of people are playing this and forgot to take into account that Minecraft existed.
Yes. Yes, because several times more people currently play Minecraft.
I mean, especially Minecraft should have won that in 2019 because,
Minecraft should have won every year.
I mean, Minecraft experience. Well, I mean, especially in 2019, if you remember, over the summer there was a boom of people just refinding their love for the game.
Like, wow, why did I put this down?
It's so just like
It's literally the best game to ever been created. It's still the best selling by a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean, I think that much of how God of War is unapologetically brutal, Minecraft is just unapologetically simple. Sure, they're adding complexity with updates and everything like that, but the game itself,
It
primary
hasn't
gameplay
changed.
loop, it's the same.
Yeah, it hasn't changed since 1.8.
There's no
Beta.
there's no demands for. It's not like Animal Crossing. You don't have like there's a day-night cycle, but you're not held with a gun against your head if you don't log in every day because your villagers miss you, and well, I guess that just hurts now, don't it? And it's a very just whenever you want to kind of thing. If you can't come to the game right now, then that's okay. Come back later. Take it as you want to.
Right? It's like, your world will be exactly as you left it. No more, no less.
For better or for worse.
Uh-huh. The mechanics haven't really changed all that much ever since they introduced sprinting.
And it doesn't, and it hasn't really needed to.
Uh-huh. Because, I mean, sprinting is just get around the world faster. Oh, who knew?
Like, well, I mean, it's one of those things. You could just take, like, sprinting isn't a necessity, I think, for Minecraft. It's one of those things, if you're going somewhere and you're exploring, it's nice to have.
Yeah.
And that's just a lot of and honestly, I think that's really the best part about Minecraft, is most of the updates, they're not necessary in any capacity. The original version, like you mentioned, that, came out, that all of this is built on, it hasn't really needed to change, but everything they've added, it's just been nice.
Uh-huh. Like, smoother world generation.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. Just fundamental improvements that you don't really notice until your computer doesn't scream at you.
Yeah, just more stuff to look at, like adding new animals, new creatures, and such. It's
Like
just
bees, for example. There's no reason, except it's wonderful.
they just cute. It's
Uh-huh.
just bees going around in Minecraft. You can have your own little bee thing going on, and I love that. Yeah, I think at one point you can put a leash on a bee, and I love that. It's just
I remember.
just fucking adorable.
Yo, I remember there was this meme that someone made because there's this video of someone actually leashing up a bee,
Oh,
and they made the comparison using the bee in Minecraft to the guy with his fucking leash on his bee.
oh, nice.
And what it is he just ties a string around it. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm. It's just fun. I mean, it is funny. We need to. We both need to make sure that we have Minecraft on the device. I need to try to get Minecraft on my computer so that way we can make the Tangents Minecraft game. Make a game centered around a series. I mean, where we
Yeah.
just play Minecraft.
Yeah. Tangents Minecraft.
I mean, it gets even better because this year, Steve is in Smash. Minecraft has finally blocked its way on to, has finally piled its way up to Smash, and I love that.
Right? It's gotten itself onto the world stage.
Like or hate Smash Brothers Ultimate, you can't deny that it has become a literal museum, a literal appreciation of gaming history, of the monumental, things that have made it up. I love that. And also it's just funny because it's Minecraft of all things. Like who would think of that?
Nobody but fucking crap, I forgot his name.
Sakurai?
Yes. No one but Sakurai.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going for quite some while. Who needs to die today?
Maybe neither of us. Maybe we can just walk away, just walk away from this. Just live to chat another day. Randy, why are you picking up that gun?
And for his neutral special, he uses a gun. Wait a sec. Why is there blood on the floor? Wait. No. No!